We've been doing lemon meringue pie for a long, long time. We always did a single pie, 4 or 5 people in the kitchen. There's a lot of standing around time. We're gonna do mini pies this year. But I want you guys to know that we can't know for sure how much could fit in the mini pie, so we do a little bit of playing around with volume. All right, you guys are gonna come back later and get a worksheet that's gonna show you, does that show? Oh yeah, how to take the volume of a truncated cone. There's math involved, but for now, in real life, this is what I do for volume. I would take this pie dish that I know is what's gonna fit, and I'd fill it up with something that I could take out easily. Could be marshmallows, could be popcorn, whatever it is, just to get an idea of the volume. The other option to do would be water, and then guess what you have? A big old soggy pie plate, and could you put water in these pie dishes? Does that look to be about to the top volume? Yes? Say, I don't know what the volume is, but I'm gonna say the volume of that pie dish is, that's like 4 cups. I'll dump them out, and this is 2 cups, is 6 cups. Now, is there a chart somewhere that would tell us that? Perhaps, okay? That's why I suggest you guys do at home if you had to do this sort of thing. We are gonna come back to the math formula after you guys get the stuff in the oven. Because in real life, you may have things you have to do that you can't fill up with marshmallows. You get where I'm going with this? Okay, so if we think that a full batch is 6 cups, how much would one be? That's full, and if I put that in, it's about 1.5 cups, okay? And so for that reason, I'm saying I think we should make 4 of these. Does that make sense? Now, when we get to it, you guys are the first ones to do the mini pies. We'll find out together. You can't do this and have a good answer because there's space in between. I guess it's 4, but I don't know. So we're gonna say we need 4 mini dishes. You guys good so far? What you guys are supposed to do with this is these have to be docked to go into the oven. So table 5, come in your oven, watch out. If you guys recall, what we have to do with this is get these in the oven to pre-bake. So you guys remember we called this a blind bake? Yes, yes? Okay, so we lined that with foil previously. You guys will do the same. Okay, Kenneth, come pick these up, please, and put them in. Now in truth, wait a sec, these should be docked. We're gonna get you guys a official fork. But if you guys recall, so that these don't pop up everywhere, puff, I should put a little hole in it, and don't poke it through the underside or it's gonna leak, all right, before they go in. Now the blind bake is 15 minutes. It doesn't say, but I'm gonna say it's 15. All right, Kenneth, you good? 15 minutes. Thanks, do the best you can. Is this still on? Are we still live? Okay, let's talk about the rest of the stuff. All right, first off, if you guys look at this, you're gonna need some dry ingredients, some sugar, some cornstarch, some flour, and some salt. That's gonna be what thickens this up. You're also gonna need some egg yolks and egg whites. It's gonna be a meringue on top. But until I mess with the eggs, I wanna get the other stuff done first, which is the lemon, okay? These are the Meyer lemons you guys use for the chicken piccata. This one's nasty, so we're not gonna use it. This one's jumbo. None of these have been rinsed, so rinse it up. And then zest that bad boy. So we started using the zester. Oh, that's a problem. We started using the zester. Okay, so don't push down hard on it. I don't know what happened to that thing. It got bent in half. It's useless now. But we just want the outer part, the zest, and it says 1 to 2 teaspoons. Definitely stay with 1 teaspoon because this stuff is so fine, it's gonna be super strong. Okay, so you get your zest together, and I'm gonna say that's a teaspoon. I'm not gonna put it in a measuring spoon because I know it is. That's about 5. Borrow this and use this. If you see videos, people like squeezing lemons into their hand, catching the seeds. This thing will juice the lemon and keep all of the seeds inside. And maybe it gleeks everywhere. Hi, what can we help you with? My hands are all. Who's that for? Ethan. Is he signing out?
No, he's going to Marcelo.
Okay. Ethan? Everyone. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Go to the office. Okay. 1/3 a cup. All right. And I think this jumbo lemon will be about that much. I don't know. It's Marcella's asking for you. All right. So when you're done with this, we'll throw that away. You guys understand how to get your zest and your lemon juice? Yes, yes? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the dry together before we mess with the eggs. What the recipe asks you guys to do, okay, is get your, and give me your sugar, please, Lily. Is get your, one that's full, thanks. That's funny. Get your sugar together, half cup, 1.5 cups. Okay, so 1.5 cups of sugar, okay, and your cornstarch. Now the cornstarch is in this yellow, okay? This is what's gonna thicken it up. This also what gives the food a shiny appearance. Okay, so cornstarch is a lot more heat tolerant than flour, but we will get that together. And it also asks for 3 tablespoons of flour, so it's double thickened. Now, if you guys add water to this, you should expect that it is going to make lumps. Okay, so you need to get this mix dry first. And for that, we want to use this whisk. Mix the dry together, just to make sure that small amount of cornstarch is mixed. So far, so good? Yeah? And then the amount of water is 1.5 cups. Mix this together when it's cold so that it does not clump. Now, Kenneth, please come over, put this on the stove, fire it up, and get it start to cook to come to a boil. But you guys, do not put this on the heat until all this stuff is dissolved. Yes? Okay, so I'll let you take this so it doesn't burn you. Oh, see the stuff in the corner?
Yeah.
That's not good. You guys got to mix that up better. You rookie? Okay. Now we're going to separate the eggs. Okay. Now, it is critical that you guys do not break yolks into whites. And again, we want you guys to get, okay, these done after you're done touching all this stuff, so you're not walking around everywhere with a bunch of eggs. Okay, you can do 2 at a time, side by side, but if you separate an egg successfully, do not separate another one on top. Okay, these are fresh eggs, so they should separate out for you pretty well. Okay, this could be someone's job at the very beginning of the experience, because in truth, we want these egg whites to have a chance to relax and get warm. You guys have been making meringue quite a bit. You might be tired of making meringue. I don't know. We should do a baked Alaskan where you guys put meringue on ice cream and then blowtorch it. Fun stuff. I can put 2 whites together so that if I break a yolk in this white, I do not contaminate it, correct? Okay, so did I get 3? I sure did. All right, you can go ahead and get those into your KitchenAid bowl, because you're going to be whipping it up as a meringue. Okay? And then we will wash these at the end. Now here's where things get a little tricky. Some of you guys already did this process called tempering. We're going to have that warm liquid that Kenneth has and the yolks added in. And some of you guys did banana cream pie, coconut cream pie. We did pies a number of, well, back in November. I'm trying to remember when. You've already done this technique. Now, do I have egg all over my hand? Yes, we do. So we want to wash that off. All right, so the rest of the process is going to be, we're going to take you guys over to the kitchen, is that we're going to whip up these eggs, mix them up. So can I have another whisk, please, Jesus, from the bucket? We're going to whisk up the eggs, and when we have warm liquid from Kenneth, we're going to add some of the warm liquid into the yolks. So it slowly comes to temp, and then we're going to put it back on the stove to finish heating. At that point is going to be lemon juice, which is supposed to be 1/3 of a cup. So let's see how it is. Now, what was in this dish previously? You guys paying attention? Raw egg. Is that a problem if raw egg gets lemon juice in it if it's going to go back in the stove and cook? Nope. That may seem like cross-contamination, but heat's going to take care of it. I'm a little bit light on the juice, but I think it's going to be okay. Not everyone likes stuff super sour. All right, so I think 1 jumbo lemon is good. So let's get the KitchenAid out. It's going to be time. And then we're going to take this show on the road. And the yolks are going to be something that also does the cooking of it. So we're going to go ahead and let's try not to block your view. If we whisk up the yolks and add a little bit of liquid in, then when I slowly whisk this, the yolks come to temp. Add a little bit more liquid in, the yolks come to temp. When I have about half of that liquid in, then I put this back on the stove so that those yolks continue to cook. Okay, y'all have had probably hard-boiled eggs. You know that a yolk when it's cooked is like rock solid. So Kenneth, please continue mixing that till it looks thicker like custard. Oven open! Pie crust. I'm coming back. Now we're going to get going on our meringue. So, meringue, you guys